All right, so problem statement, it's the interesting, the novel. This is where you use your persuasive language. It describes the area of research, it sets the scene. It's the football field on which we're going to play. The research aims. Now, often they use the word, some use goals and objectives and aims mixed up. Stick to this rule. Aims are strategic, objectives are operational. So your research should have one aim and 3 or 4 maximum objectives. If you have 5 aims, each with an objective or 2, it's getting too complex. So one aim, one strategic aim, 3 or 4 objectives. Okay? Big picture, strategic intent, ultimate purpose for the aim, operational steps, building blocks, action phases, what I have to do to achieve my aim. All right? Simple. Rationale and motivation. This is often the literature review. Sometimes I call it a literature review, sometimes just a rationale and motivation. Structure it this way. What is known? Obviously, that's the literature review. Quoting the literature with a full bibliography. What is not known? That's the interesting question. And why is it essential to find that out? Okay, so what is known, what is not known, and why is that important to know? So it's really difficult to write about what is not known because, well, we don't know it. But you've got to start to say, this is what the research is trying to understand, trying to uncover, trying to develop. Okay, so it's important to say it. And then why is it important? What impact will that have? How will it change the world? How will it change the research, future research, all of those sort of things? Your research methodology. I've called it methods, but it's really a methodology. So what's the difference between a method and a methodology? Methodology is more theoretical. A method is a recipe. So it's not the recipe, it's the methodology. Now, in paleo and material science and mathematics, methodology is less important because often, certainly like in chemistry, there's only one way to do something. But don't be fooled by that. Use it as an opportunity to demonstrate your deep understanding of how this research will work. So even though you think you're talking, you're sharing the obvious, don't feel that. You're sharing your insights on how to do this research. So methodology is important. But it goes on to the work plan, and I've emphasized this a number of times. How important is the work plan to your success? At the macro level, it's not on Tuesday, go into the lab, switch on the lights. Macro level, it has to be linked to your objectives. I'll show you how to do that now. A work plan must describe what, when, and with what or who. I just call it who. The resources, but also the equipment, access to fossils, access to testing equipment. And I like the use of a Gantt chart. Who knows what a Gantt chart, or who doesn't know what a Gantt chart is? A couple of you, good. All right. So Henry Gantt worked in the Industrial Revolution when they started mass producing things for the first time. And he came up with a pictorial method for showing a work plan. And your reviewers, like me, might be picture-based people as opposed to text-based people. And I think it's important to put a picture as well as the words.